Monsters, monsters, monsters. There's a lot of monsters in Power Rangers. They're created from all kinds of things. Magic, folklore, stories, dreams, music, pollution, junk, other planets. It's an endless war for Earth. Now sometimes monster abilities are really stupid. They can turn the Rangers into objects, or they have this amazing power, but they have this dumb limitation. A lot of times they take so long, other plans would have been easier to do. Even when an episode is good, the monster motif can be bad. There were just some monster episodes where I don't know why they bothered telling that story.
Cameraorg.
Alright, his shtick was to snap a photo of you and then you turned invisible. At the same time, it was slowly draining people's energy. On paper, the monster's plan sounds good, but in reality, take the Rangers out of the picture for a moment. How long would it have taken this one monster to take over the planet? That's why his ability is dumb. There's just other ways to do things much quicker. Second, why doesn't the monster get the power to become invisible? It would have made him a lot harder to fight. It always felt like the life force draining aspect was added late in the script. You would think being invisible would have been given to the monster.
Jupiter.
Okay, his plan was to destroy Jupiter so that they can wipe out the human race, which allows dinosaurs to rule the Earth again. So you're going to take out a planet billions of miles away to kill off humans just to sip your pina coladas and relax. What wiped out the dinosaurs again? This isn't a one-time thing. Jupiter acts as a natural shield. That's gone, you're going to be dealing with a screwed up planet forever. Not only do you have random asteroids that can hit the planet more often, Jupiter itself is an asteroid field now. The entire solar system becomes a giant shotgun against Earth. Way to go, Megatron.
Boo-hoo.
He's the monster that made the baby Tommy and Kat were taking care of for that school project have that sonic cry. Okay, I can see how that could work, but why not just use it yourself? The monster has the same abilities. Why rely on a random baby? Once the Rangers figure it out, they can deal with him. Unfortunately, the Rangers didn't think of the more obvious thing to do, make the baby fall asleep, either by sedative or something else. I mean, the city is having an earthquake. I think you could teleport the kid to another planet like the dead planet in the power transfer. Hasn't Zordon or Alpha done something in the past that made people fall asleep? The plan was stupid and the Rangers look stupid, so bad episode.
Sucker.
The first two parts of the Samurai's journey were amazing. Part 3, on the other hand, was just sad. I'm not even complaining about the whole pageant thing they did on Lothor's ship. The monster's abilities were just dumb. He could shrink and inject a toxin to turn people into bugs. Yeah, that sounds bad. But it kind of backfired. 1, it didn't block Cam from morphing, and 2, it actually sped him up, so Cam would help out faster. This was just a crummy episode, mainly because they were adapting a Hurricaneer episode that was featuring Yellow, plus it was about Kota's grandmother. They even had to cut around stuff in the Megazord fight. I'm all for PR changing a story. This one just didn't make any sense to use.
Megatron.
So this monster can read your mind and figure out what works as an insult to people, then he channels that power into an attack. Why insults? Why not something easier like, I don't know, anger or aggression, things that 100% happen in a fight? This way, it would have been really hard for the Rangers to attack him. Another example? Make the Rangers screw up, have them hit a kid by mistake, get it exposed on TV, and let the millions of people see it. Now go and absorb that anger power. Boom, done, Rangers are dead. Good idea, wrong execution.
Number.
He can change the weight of objects. Sounds interesting. He makes people get stuck on the floor or float in the air. Why can't he kill the Rangers? Make them float into space or crush them? Why does he have these limitations? Even if you want to argue that he can't just do that, shoot the Rangers on the floor, kick them in the air, do something. This is an example of a monster having an OP ability and then the monster just bungles it up. Why not do it to a building, a car? Throw a ton of cars at the Rangers, then change their weight. So many options, nothing else attempted.
Dash.
Alright, we have a convict that Lucas knew. He had the power to change himself. What does it get used for? Nadir to do joyrides in the city just to steal stuff. Great use of those powers. I expect that from Nadir, but not Rancic. Why didn't anyone use him for the obvious? Turn into one of the Rangers and then find out where the base was located. This is one of the major problems in PR when it comes to monsters with certain powers, like invisibility, or able to change their size. No one attempts to find the base. That could have saved the Samurai's Journey third part, for example.
Granitor.
We've had this type of monster done on PR many times. I don't get the point of this type of plan. You want the Rangers or the planet in general to suffer. Okay, but why food? There's other faster ways to get things done. This is a form of brainwashing, I assume. Let people commit suicide or do something else. Even eating food can be done better. It doesn't have to be edible food. How about eat something poisonous? Yeah, everyone is gonna feel horrible and not fight because they're obsessed with getting drumsticks. And I know they can't do things like this. It's a kid's show, but it still causes you to think about things like this. Monsters that make people hungry aren't interesting.
Elephant Titan.
This monster's ability is strength. That's cool. Why was he ramming the building? Wouldn't it have made more sense if he was an actual ram, not an elephant? Second, what kind of plan was this? They wanted to destroy the city with a super amazing power reactor inside. So you have an elephant monster try to knock the whole building down, not use its strength to overpower the building's defenses and the rangers to just, run up to the top and punch it. There were way better options in dealing with this. Make the monster giant at the start. Shoot the building itself. You have a giant space station above Earth. Nothing is stopping you.
Brick Bully.
This was the worst PR monster ever made. The writers even tried to make Rita and Zed not look bad by making it they missed and hit the wall by mistake. I don't care. Dumb is dumb. The design was stupid, even though the second form was better looking. You could see the suit actor couldn't see right. The bottom part wiggled badly. It just looks so cheap, even for PR standards. And we've had monster suits rip on camera. This is just the worst. Then its powers are just turning people into bricks. Nothing of this monster was good. The episode was bad, the Rangers were doing whatever. I'm happy we've so far haven't seen another monster go this route. Forgettable episode and a waste of time. Yes, you could say I'm nitpicking on the monsters. It's just because these monsters were engaging. Everything has plot holes if you give someone enough time to think about it. But when you're loving an episode, you're not gonna really care. These monsters were personal gripes. They felt like last minute scripts that they had a hand in on time. I'm not expecting everything to be covered in an episode, but the show needs to keep their monsters looking smart, or you end up with these guys in RipCon. What do you hate on certain monsters? And if you have a suggestion on what future topic you'd like me to do, leave a comment below. Next week I'll be talking about my favorite Megazords.